Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Hearthstone. In this episode, I'm going to keep playing, and I don't really need to rearrange my deck. I probably should switch out my Arcane Explosions for a Flame Strike, or at least switch out one of the Arcane Explosions for a Flame Strike, because Flame Strike is really useful. But I'm not going to do that yet. Oh, with only one copy of Legendary card, I didn't know that. So anyways, another priest, and his name is Evil, so he's an evil priest, I guess. Anyways, I'm somewhat fairly confident against fighting priests, just because I tend to do well, I guess. I guess you could say that. Just because they have a lot of healing cards, and I tend to do a lot of damage all at once. So that's generally why I think I would do well against them. Although they do have some pretty good cards, especially that Holy Nova, which is just ridiculous. And their Shadow Word, that's what they're called, Shadow Word Pain and Shadow Word Death. Those are really frustrating, basically whenever they use it. Which, I mean, I guess I can be pretty frustrating with my polymorphs and all that. But anyways, let's see, they're going first. I'm going to say greetings, just because that's what you do. And they've got a Wisp. Yeah, I'll send out my Frostwolf Grunt by using the coin. Unless I get a Stormwind Guard, I think is what it's called. The other level 1 card, I suppose. Yeah, Goldshire Footman, that's what it's called, not Stormwind Guard. What? Stormwind Guard is actually something else. Or a Stormwind Champion or whatever. But I'm going to use my Frostwolf Grunt. That way it will take both of them to defeat me if they were to attack. And then on my next turn I'll send out my second one, and then on the third turn send out my other Grizzly, then my other Grizzly, and then whatever card comes after that. Because by then I'll have like 3 more cards than I do right now, so I'll have a better selection of things to do. So I can only attack him. Well, actually, yeah, I'll still send out my Frostwolf Grunt rather than use my Fire Blast on the Wisp. So I want to get out as many minions as I can early on, rather than have to rely on my Fire Blast. Just because having a lot of minions out early on lets me attack earlier on, especially with all these lower taunting minions, like lower attack taunting minions. Being able to attack from an earlier time is really helpful, so that I can deal more damage with them. And I'm sure he's going to be placing minions of his own or casting spells of his own to get rid of them. So that's another reason why it's good to have them up early rather than use a bunch of Fire Blast. And now he's doubling his minion's attack, or not his attack, his health. So he would be able to survive that. So anyways, he's going to sacrifice his Wisp in order to attack him there, which isn't that bad. It's a pretty good strategy, I suppose. But then now I'm going to send out my other Frostwolf Grunt, which somewhat made that a bit of a wasted sacrifice. Not really, but now I've got another wall in front of him for him to deal with, and now he's able to defeat me in one blow with that. Which stinks, which is bad. So, anyways, now that I'll have 3 mana cards, or mana crystals, now I'll send out my Grizzly, which is funny that I'm getting the doubles of all of my cards that I want to use. This is almost like my most ideal setup so far. Having an Ice Barrier in my hand is good to have early on. That way, if I need it, like in case of emergency, then I'll be able to use it. But right now, I don't really need it because I've got my other minions to defend me, and I don't have Mythical Arcanist, so I don't want to use it on them. Yeah, I'll keep using my Grizzly, and use the Grizzly to attack his Raid Leader. I think that, yeah, it's called a Raid Leader, isn't it? Or, is this a Raid Leader? No, that's a Hunter, Rage Event Hunter. And the Graveyard, oh yeah, Raid Leader, okay. I was gonna say it doesn't, it didn't update, but it did. So, Shadow Word Pain, that's lame. He'll probably get rid of, oh, he got rid of that one. That's interesting. Maybe it is random then. I don't know. But, so now, that was a pretty bad bad move on his part. He doesn't have charge, that's not a big deal. Then I'll be able to send out my Shield Master. Come on, use the card. And now, on the next turn, I'll be able to send out my Shield Master and use my Fire Blast, which will be pretty helpful. So here, if he attacks me, or if I attack him, now he'll survive, but beforehand, he would have died either way, so it wouldn't have been a big deal. Now he only has 1 HP, and I still survived, which means I'll be able to attack him directly and use my Fire Blast and send out another Shield Master. So it's, oh dang it, now he healed. I guess I'll, oh man, he's healing again because of the Voodoo Doctor. So in that case, I'll use my Fire Blast on him, and send out that one attack directly. And I probably also should have used my Goldshire Footman instead of my Fire Blast, maybe. Not entirely sure. But now he's got 4 health, which means that if he attacks... Ooh, dang, a Core Hound. That's pretty strong. Although I could defeat him, probably will defeat him in the next turn, unless I get a Polymorph. I do not have a Polymorph, so let's see. If I attack him, that brings him down to 2 HP, which means I can use my Fire Blast and my, whatchamacallit, Arcane Explosion. So this is what I really enjoy, when all of my spells and attacks work together to destroy powerful minions, and still leave me with enough mana to use a Goldshire Footman. This is a really good game in my opinion. Like, not really good game as in it's a close game, but good game as in I'm getting a lot of good cards that I can use to totally destroy him. And we're not doing that much damage to each other. I've done 3 damage to him, and I'm not sure if he healed himself yet. But here, now he's got the Northshire Cleric. Whenever a minion is healed, draw a card. Totally okay with that. I prefer it didn't have that +1/1, so it's 2/4 now instead of 1/3. But that's still good, I suppose. Don't want to send out my... don't want to send out my Sunwalker yet. Just because I don't want it to be killed by some Shadow Word, even though he'll probably still have another Shadow Word. But now he's only got 1 card in his hand, 17 in his deck, hoping that he'll heal his minion. That way he'll draw more cards, which will be good for him because he'll have more cards, but then also good for me because then he'll have less cards in his deck. Man, he's really upgrading that Cleric, which is kind of... I'm okay with his health going up, because I wanted to survive, but I'm not okay with his attack going up. Or her attack, I guess, because it's a girl character. I'm pretty sure it looks kind of weird, I'm pretty sure it's a girl. But anyways, you know what, because it is getting stronger, well, do I want to? No. Alright, I'll put in my Sunwalker, and use the Fire Blast here for them, and that will be fine. They might have been expecting to just heal it, to draw another card, but now they'll have to let a minion be hurt in order to do that. Although if any of those minions get hurt, except for the Cleric, well, I guess then if the Sunwalker, not the Sunwalker, if the Cleric, wait, hold on, are they both Clerics? Yeah, it's the Shattered Sun Cleric and the Northshire Cleric. So if the Shattered Sun Cleric attacks, then it'll die, but if the Northshire Cleric attacks, then it'll just be hurt, so it can still be healed. Now, the thing is, that doesn't count. The way that it, whenever a minion is healed, draw a card. He used to heal on a minion, but it didn't actually gain any health because it was still at full health. Now, because I still want to actually use some spells, do I want to? No, I'm not gonna use a Polymorph because he probably still has another Core Hound. Which will be really powerful, especially if he uses another spell that doubles its health. So I'm going to save my Polymorph for that. And I want to keep my Fireball attacking him, or my Fire Blast. Fireball? Yeah? What's this? This is Fire Blast. Okay, Fire Blast is the little one, Fireball's the big one. Which, for some reason, I kind of get that confused. Seems like a Fireball would be smaller than a Fire Blast. But anyways, let's see. So they've got 3 attack. And, okay, good. I'll put up my minion. I mean, my, what's called my mirror image. Is that what it's called? Yeah, mirror image. Yeah, mirror image. Okay. And these are mirror images. Not sure why I thought it would be different, because there's a different picture on the thing. Anyways, so I'm hoping he'll heal, which will take up 2 of his mana, which isn't really a big deal because he only got 1 card in his hand, so he's probably got plenty of mana to do both, unless it's like a super awesome 9 mana card or something. But anyways, let's see. I still want to keep those ice barriers, because he hasn't done that much damage to me directly, and I still want to be able to use my Ethereal Arcanus. So, let's get a move on. Let's make him use something. I don't care what you wonder. You only have 1 card. You don't have that much to wonder about. Okay, there we go. And deal 5 damage to my hero. That's fine, I guess, but now he's going to heal. Yes, heal his minion. Only heals him for 1, and draws another card. which he probably could have done before he used that other card so that he'd have more mana to make sure that it's actually going to be a good thing. Dark Iron Dwarf gives me +2 attack this turn, and yeah, that would have been better earlier, I suppose. Same, it's fine now. But what do I have? Lord of the Arena, that's good. That is a good card. And we're going to attack his cleric again, because now I can just say cleric because there's no other clerics on the field. So my Lord of the Arena can take down his dwarf, because that will be good. I'll survive that attack. And he's going to heal, draw another card, totally okay with, because that's just draining his resources. And now he's got a Leopard Gnome, which I'll take care of with a Fire Blast, double minion's health. Which one is going to double? That one. Lame, but fine. I can still just deal damage to it with a Fire Blast. And let's see, is he going to attack? It'd be a waste. Good for me if he attacked, but bad for him if he attacked. So don't think he will, but he might. Will he? Will he make it? Yes, he will make that sacrifice. A terrible sacrifice to make, because I don't mind killing him. Well, actually, I kind of do. So, but then I could use my Ethereal Arcanus. That costs 7, that would be both. I'll save that for another turn. So I'm going to polymorph him, which is probably a bad idea, because he probably still has, probably still has another Core Hound. Now, I don't want to use my secrets or my Ethereal Arcanus yet, because I want to make sure that my Ethereal Arcanus has enough taunt around him to protect him, especially from a shadow. Well, not really from a Shadow Word. And dang, I kind of wish I used my my polymorph on him, because he's pretty powerful too. But then it's going to be 2 damage to me just because of that ability. Not a big deal. That's going to be 7, and then I can use my attack on that one. So that's going to be fine, I suppose. No, not really. Alright, I'm going to use my Ethereal Arcanist, and then these 2 secrets, and attack the one behind him, the hero, rather than the minion. Now that's up to 5/5. So he could kill me, and then he'd be back down to 1 health, which unless he heals, I could take him down with a Fire Blast. And I can't use my my second Ice Barrier, because I've already got an Ice Barrier up here. So my Ethereal Arcane is still going to gain in power, gives me a +2 attack, and oh, nice. So now I've got a Dwarf, but I still can't use the Battle Cry from it, which is still lame. But having that extra Dwarf means I can just take him out there. No real threat from him. He still can't kill this one. He can only attack this one, so that +2 attack really wasn't useful for him. So that was a successful Mirror Entity, I suppose. Alright, so I've still got that other one, so I don't need to worry about that. And that was very successful. I'm very happy with the way that turned out. So now it's up to a 7/7 Ethereal Arcanist, still with another secret, and a Guarding Divine Shield Sunwalker. So that is really good. In the next turn, or by the end of my next turn, I'll have 9. So that, yeah, that's fine. I can use my Sunwalker to get rid of him. And look, so mirror images to help out with the whole taunting thing. Just use that to get rid of him. And now, in my next turn, unless he does something to kill my Ethereal Arcanist, I should win. Because now he's got more attack than he has health. Even if that card heals him, whatever card it is that he has in his hand, and then lesser heal, +2 health, I'm still pretty sure I'm going to win, yeah. I'll be able to finish him off with my Ethereal Arcanist. So, once this next turn starts, I can just finish him off with 1 blow from the Ethereal Arcanist. So, let's see. I'm not even going to play it. Just, well played, and then just finish him off like that. Very nice. Now, I do have a quest that says I have to do damage to enemy heroes, so I probably would have been better off using my Sunwalker to attack him first, or do something like that. But didn't want to drag it on too much, didn't want to taunt him, because I could clearly just destroy him easily like that. So yeah, deal 100 enemies, or deal 100 damage to enemy heroes, which means if I win the next one, I'll have to do at least 30 damage. So I'll win that, or I'll get that achievement. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.